Hey friends, Wayne over here at the Round Man Ink. Don't forget the ink. You can look at that sign, you may find something exciting. So, what I've got right here is I've got two sets of hubs. We're seeing more of that. This Sean has got 2013 2500 and 2015 2500. He has decided to get the AVM lockers. Now, a lot of people are not familiar with AVM, but they supply some lockers to the military. That's the truth. Now, I'll show you something. So what we're looking at here is we're looking at the Timken Ford Super Duty hubs, which are now Dodges because we've changed the pattern and we've turned the two registers down, fit the rotor register and the wheel register. By God's grace, Ford registers have always been slightly bigger than Dodges, and that's why we can turn them down. Okay, so, and here it is, 2022. It's November the 18th, 6:26 p.m., 2022. Yeah, you thinking, man, he ain't got no life. Friday night, be hitting the bars. Well, I've done that too. So, here is your standard Ford locker. Now, we've got to remember now that as of 2021, Ford announced that they have sold 20 million Super Duties. Yeah, that's with an M. 20 million. Proven design. Here's the locker. And as you can tell, it's basically made out of plastic. Nothing wrong with that. That's some stout plastic. It has a plastic cage that's holding in the gears. And of course, it slaps down inside the hub, which of course keeps everything together. So it doesn't have to be real tight or real strong, theoretically, because it slides down in a great big old sleeve, which fits the big splines here. But they're okay. And they're a factory part, and if you treat them okay, they will do you right. 20 million of them. Now, if you want to step up from that, which is a huge step up, and I'll admit something. Every now and then, some people have trouble with their Ford lockers. Doesn't matter whether it's us or regular Super Duty. So, here's an AVM. It's all metal. It's a different design altogether. If you look, the splines and the gears are massive. There are basically nearly no plastic in this. They work really well. They're very strong. When I first got them, I measured the gears, the weight of the gears here, here, and on the Warrens. Come to find out that the Warrens are actually slightly heavier by a few ounces than the AVMs, and the AVMs are heavier than the Fords by about 4 ounces. It's pretty drastic. Big old beefy stuff right here. And this is an option that we give people, like he decided to go with on both his sets. It's only a $90 or $100 upgrade. $100 upgrade over the Fords. And remember now, we're also cheaper than anybody else on the planet. Our hubs, complete, like this, ready to slide on, are $17.95 to the door. And they have been that price since 2015 when I finished developed them and brought them to the market. So yes, we did some testing. So they've been out about 6 or 7 years. So there you go. So this is one really, really good option for you as a cheap upgrade. And of course, we also offer the Warrens. A lot of people are brand specific. They want Warren hubs on their Dodge, by God, and so there we go. Got that option. But these pack a lot of punch, and in closing, wearing it out, I have AVMs on my big Dodge, and it is one big heavy sumbitch, and this is what I'm running. So anyway, there's your options, and hope it's been helpful, and get you a set of hubs. You'll know before you get out of the neighborhood that you've done the right thing. And I tell you, most people tell us, you're asking about that economy thing, most people tell us between about 2 and 6 miles to the gallon. Yep. And in closing, I will tell you, since all you have to do is slide your old one off, slide this on, that's correct. You don't change the stub shafts or anything. There's all there is to it. That's it. So, you take your old hub off, you got your knuckle right there, you got your, fit tight, you got your shaft right there. So, no, and this is where people get in trouble. We ship these hubs all bolted together just like this. And a bunch of old school people, because they don't know, like me, in the old days, you know, you used to slide the locker body in, then you had a big O-ring, and then you put the cap in, bolted it down, and did the snap rings and all that old bullshit. Not anymore. Once again, y'all need to understand that that's all that you do. That's it. There is no reason to pull these out to bolt them on. If you do, you'll run into problems because now you got to line up 2 or 3 things at the same time instead of just one. So that's why these hubs are so easy. Now, we have people with hand tools that have some mechanical ability, 40, 50 years old. They can change these out in their driveway, 2 hours a side. We hear about it all the time. That's what we allot when somebody brings their Dodge over to get them installed. We allot 4 hours. And we're normally done in about 3. And by 4, we've taken videos, pictures, hung out, had beer, and smoked cigars. So, there are shops that know about changing hubs. Got their power tools going, whether they're air tools or induction motors. They can do this in 45 minutes a side. Okay? I didn't say an hour and 45. I said 45 minutes a side. So, get you some hubs, change your vehicle, and you will absolutely love it. It'll be one of the biggest bangs for the buck that you've ever done on a vehicle in your entire life. You will be pleased. God bless you. God bless America, and happy trucking.